Hello, this is a Jay Leshark and Friends
and Russell
and Russell podcast. And on today's show, we talk to the amazingly talented artist Cat Jones. Half Thai and half Welsh, Cat was born in Bangkok but grew up in Hong Kong before coming back to Bangkok to pursue her dream of being paid to paint and draw. Cat and her now fiancé, congratulations, drove down from Bangkok 4 years ago, and her dream of Cat Jones art has truly become reality. Painting huge murals for a host of Phuket hotels and businesses and having her own work on display, Cat even painted the training room wall at Canine Point Academy. Not sure we mentioned that in the podcast. Cat is a beautiful lady, such a super cool lady, an amazing artist. I like Cat. Not only is she one of the lads, she's super talented and super cool. Enjoy the show. Welcome to the podcast. Hi, Kat. How are you?
I'm all right.
Hi,
How
Kat,
you doing? Good.
Sorry, what was your sister's name?
No.
Have you got a sister?
No, she's called
son
No.
of a bitch. Yeah. Kelly.
Kelly.
Yes.
Kelly, if you're listening,
Which you should be.
which you should be, because like most normal
this is
people.
your sister,
This is
and
your
you
sister.
should be listening
Big
to your
sister,
sister. And
younger sister?
She's my younger sister.
Younger sister. Right,
Married,
okay.
engaged.
Married, 2 kids.
Ah, forget about it. Move on.
Fair enough.
Got any other siblings
But
or any
just to be
family
clear,
that...
she is invited to the wedding.
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't have any issue with that. If she's thinking of being the celebrant, though, she can fuck off. Because that's what's taken.
Russell's having... We should explain...
There's no need to explain.
No, we should explain to the
She
listener.
just needs to know.
No.
She's welcome,
No,
but she can fuck
No,
off.
No. Calm down. Russell's having a very upsetting time now. So, Kat Jones, by the way, thank you for being here.
Hi.
Appreciate your time. Kat has recently got engaged. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So her life isn't ruined yet, but it's coming.
Well, it's not her life that's ruined.
Yeah.
Marrying a very lovely young man, although very difficult to understand when he's had a few drinky poos. Not that he does
Actually,
have a
to be
few
fair,
drinky-
I find him easy to understand when he's smashed.
Do you?
Yeah.
Anyway, Russell's got this. Russell's
not
very
even gonna-
upset because he asked to be the celebrant at your wedding.
That's
To be
right.
fair, I didn't ask.
Oh,
No,
yes,
he
you
did
did.
not.
I just said I'm going to do it.
That's
It's-
what I'm doing.
This is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So Russell was a part-time celebrant on the side of his other jobs that he does.
That I didn't know.
Did you not know he was a
No,
priest?
I'm definitely not. No.
I'm ordained.
No,
Yeah.
that's sad.
And he's been to Sweden as well.
Yeah. I'll let you figure that one out.
Well done. Kat, you look... Yeah. Welcome to my world.
What the? No.
No.
Don't tell me.
There are some questions you just shouldn't ask.
So Kat's then decided to tell Russell that he's not been the celebrant and...
Because her poxy sister's going to do it, who's
That's right.
clueless about being a celebrant, has no idea what she's doing.
She's gonna kick your ass so hard.
And I'm going to enjoy it.
Yeah. Oh.
Do you just want to get out of it?
No.
Anyway,
Oh no.
Kat Jones, hello.
Love you really, Kelly.
We love Kelly too. Do you have any other brothers and sisters?
I have an older brother in Australia.
Okay. Is he coming to the wedding? Is he going to DJ?
Well, no.
Is it just a family affair? No, don't look at me. I retired
No, it's
from wedding DJing a long time ago.
strictly quarantine because they can't get over here. No one international can get over here, and it's going to be
So where's Kelly?
But,
as soon as possible. She's in Bangkok,
oh, really?
you
so she can come.
You only recently got engaged. Slurp.
So
Slurping
you're-
a big coffee.
Yeah.
So are you getting married soon then?
Yeah.
Is it a
probably.
visa thing?
Yeah, well, probably.
Yeah.
No.
That's why I got married.
No, it's just, I mean, it's a combination of things because everything's shut down. We don't know when it's going to open up. And if we move to Vietnam, we'd rather do it here.
Yep.
And we might not be able to get back. You know what I mean?
So are
we
you having
just
like
don't know.
it's just like, let's just do it now because we're going to
Yeah.
do it, might as well do
Yeah,
it
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Kind of get it out of the way, but
Get
so
it over
a small
with.
sort of a
Yeah.
thing. And then at some point in the future, who knows, we can do a big sort of splash at a later
Yeah.
date. Okay.
Okay. Well, now that we've
places.
discussed your wedding,
Thanks.
Yeah.
we are in Starbucks.
We are wedding planners. So
Well, we are in Starbucks. Other bucks are available. Oh, I like her Converse that she's wearing. Kat Jones,
Oh, white. Yeah.
what do we describe you as? What would your job title be?
babe.
Hottie?
Jesus. Artist.
Artiste.
Yeah.
Artist.
I can vouch for that, to be
and
fair.
creator of beautiful things.
Oh.
Good, Do you like that? You like that?
Yeah.
When did you get to Phuket?
4 years ago this month. Just passed. Yeah.
Yeah, so still a relative newbie, to be fair.
Yeah. Well,
But the rumour is that you're half Thai.
that's true. I am.
Wow.
I am half Thai. Half Thai, half Welsh.
Really?
Yeah.
God, that's a combo.
Which one's the better one?
Well, you know, there's some Irish in there, Cambodian, Viking, Indian, Mediterranean.
That was some party that your mum went to, I tell you.
That was a big bowl with a lot of car keys in it.
Oh my God.
Jesus. So, born in Thailand?
Born in Bangkok, yeah.
Okay.
Which is Thailand, yes.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Thanks for pointing out.
So
now.
you know.
Just
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
To be fair, at the time she was born, she might not have known that.
And I have been asked by someone, and your reading and your writing of Thai is spectacular, I've heard.
Oh, so what?
Your reading and writing of Thai is spectacular.
No, non-existent.
But you speak Thai?
Yeah,
Fluent?
pretty much. Anything technical, no.
Well, what's technical?
You know,
Paintbrush?
if you start asking me about science and stuff like that, I don't.
Well, to be fair, do that in English, we wouldn't know.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I couldn't teach in Thai or
Right.
anything like that. Yeah.
I couldn't teach full stop.
Grew up in Bangkok?
Grew up in Singapore and Hong Kong.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where we have history.
Okay, well, ask about Singapore and Hong Kong then.
Singapore, when was that? I was only little. I left there when I was about 6, 7. Then it was Hong Kong. Was there for 11 years. Left right after the handover, and then moved to Bangkok.
So what years were you in Hong Kong? Ballpark. So Hanover was 97, so 11 years about 86?
Yeah.
Okay. And were you at South Island as well?
Yes,
Yeah.
I was. We went to Same and Bradbury. We went to
yeah,
same
yeah, of
primary
course,
and
yeah.
secondary school.
You went to the same school?
Yeah, in Hong Kong.
I know you shouldn't ask a lady her age, so how old are you?
I'm 39.
Really?
Yeah, so
Yes.
she was 3 years above me.
Wow, yeah.
God.
Big 4-0 coming up.
Yes.
When is that, this year or next year?
November
Wow.
What date?
10.
Okay, I'm the 3rd.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
But I'm only 37 this year, so
I
I've
was
got a
going
long
to
way
say,
to
you're
go.
a long way away from 4-0. mate.
Yeah.
So, where was you? So you're born in Bangkok, studied went to Singapore, but then grew up mainly in Hong Kong?
Well, yeah. So that was most of that was like all my teenage years.
Yeah, the formative stuff.
basically. Yeah. After I graduated from secondary school, then I moved over here. Well, I worked there for a year, and then I moved over to Thailand.
Just out of interest, because I get this a lot when I talk about sort of my background with people. Like, so yeah, I was born here, and I moved to Hong Kong, and then I moved to Singapore. Technically, we didn't do that.
No.
I mean, it's not like we woke up and thought, "Fuck it, I'm going to." Yeah, parents
I didn't
tend
pick
to
up at 7
yeah,
and
and
decide.
jog on.
No.
As much as our parents might have enjoyed that. So, but so yeah, what was Dad doing? What was the decision?
Film industry. My
Ooh.
parents are in the film industry, so my dad was an editor.
Don't say it
And my dad is a film editor and director.
again.
and stuff.
Don't no.
What? Don't.
No, I know where he's going.
What type of films?
Yeah. Okay. Well, no, mostly advertising stuff, documentaries, that kind of thing. Not
Okay.
really like anything major.
Well, then that is major. That's really interesting. I find that really interesting.
Not like Hollywood or anything
No.
like that. Yeah.
Well, not
But
everything. Just
working on
because in
specific
Hollywood,
projects himself, or just working.
No, he
whoever-
works with he had a company
Okay.
that he worked for. Yeah.
So sourcing locations, sourcing
Yeah.
equipment. So if someone came in and said we want to make a film or a documentary here, he would bring in all the people to do
Well,
it.
no, he was mainly the editor. Like it was a production companies that he'd work for, and
Okay.
he'd be the main editor.
Oh, okay. Oh,
And
cool.
sometimes he would direct or
Sweet.
yeah, whatever.
was it something you were interested in going into yourself?
No. No. I was always shy, and I always wanted to do.
Yeah, because
I
you come across
always
as very shy.
wanted to be an artist, so
Okay.
yeah.
When did the artist buzz hit you?
I have no idea. It was the only thing I ever remember really wanting to be since I was little,
Who was the art
and I
teacher
don't know why.
at South Island School?
Well, that's podcast gold question, isn't it?
No. Yeah, absolutely.
Mr. Sudlow? I had a Mr. Sudlow.
If you know the teacher, what was it?
No, it was Mr. Tarbuck
Buck.
Tarbuck or something like that.
That's just because we're
He
in
was like-
Starbucks.
there-
Oh
yeah,
my God.
it might be on the brain. No, there was two. There was
Chris
Mr.
Tarbuck.
Tarbuck or something like that. It was this ancient bloke, and he had an assistant with him that
Wasn't he the guy that did Who
had
Wants
this
to Be a
weird limp
Millionaire?
because he had one foot that was like a foot shorter than the other, so he had to wear a big shoe to balance himself out. It was quite bizarre.
Talking
Kat,
bollocks.
so yeah,
I don't know what.
Yeah.
Before my time.
Does everyone know the nursery teacher at Kents Hill Junior School where I went to?
No, but I can tell you my 6 teachers from Bradbury if you like.
No one
I had
cares.
Mrs. Robinson in year 1 and 2 because she was fucking amazing.
I can't
Are you
remember
on
stuff
the-
like that.
What do you mean fucking amazing?
Yeah, she was amazing.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it's a lasting memory, right?
Wow. School was different where you guys went to.
There's a Facebook group for I grew up in Hong Kong in the 70s and 80s. Have you seen that?
No, I have
It's
not.
very cool. My sister joined it ages ago and got me onto it. And it's just for that nostalgia thing, people sort of posting old pictures from back in the day. It's quite cool.
It was great growing up there. It was a nice place
Thanks,
to grow
Kat,
up.
for bringing it back to...
yeah.
Which is
we'll just ignore
podcast
him
gold.
for a little
If
It was
you
a
happen
nice
to-
place to grow up.
Yeah.
Russell's
Safe.
on one today.
It was safe.
So you enjoyed Hong Kong,
Oh, yeah.
and then came back to Bangkok for...
I never lived in Bangkok as a, grown-up person. I'd been here as a baby, but I'd never really lived in Bangkok. So for me, it was an entirely different world, and it was so different from Hong Kong. It was like
Why did you go from Hong Kong
culture shock.
to come to Bangkok?
Well, I didn't really know where else to go. I couldn't go to university at the time, so because my mom and my sister were moving, I decided to follow them.
Okay.
And my parents, yeah.
So they moved back to Bangkok.
Yeah.
Okay, you tagged along.
Yeah.
And what did you do when you got here?
What did I do? What was my first job? Kindergarten teacher.
Shut the front door.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It was.
Can
Yeah.
we just dial back? Didn't you say at the
Kitty
beginning I
care.
could never be a teacher?
It was kindergarten teacher.
So?
And honestly, my
Again.
mum, when I got the job, my mum was like, what the hell were they thinking? Were they like,
Yeah, well, your mum's right.
Yeah.
She was like, don't you hate kids? I was like, I don't hate kids. No. I enjoyed
Actually, I
it
do
though. It
hate
was good
kids.
fun. And I learned a lot about kids as well.
Like,
during
not to
this-
have
so,
them.
So this age, what age were you when you came to Bangkok
I was
as a grown-up?
18.
Did you know, so you still wanted to go do the art, were you doing drawing and painting at
Yeah.
that time?
Yeah.
So what was your passion there? Was it painting, was it drawing, was it chalk, was it slate, was it
Painting.
sculpture? All painting.
And anything in particular?
Just
or?
painting people mainly. I really liked to paint
Nude
people.
or fully
Not
clothed?
necessarily faces, but mostly I didn't like realistic stuff, so I made it a bit abstract. So
Is that
I
because
don't
you're a
know how
shit
to-
painter and you just use the word abstract?
No,
Okay.
no. It's just I have no desire to recreate a photograph.
Okay.
Right,
That's what cameras are for.
because that's what cameras are for.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So what was you were just doing this on the side as a bit of
Yeah.
fun, just, you
Yeah.
go home, do a bit of painting and that's it.
Right.
With the idea in your head, okay, I have to have a job, so I'm going to work as a kindergarten teacher, but my plan is really...
Well, at that time, I didn't really have a plan. I didn't really know what I was going to take. I didn't know if I was going to stay in Thailand. I didn't know. I just needed a job. So I started as an assistant first, and then I got promoted to a teacher later.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you're a qualified teacher then, yeah? Oh, okay. That's
Yes,
it.
brilliant.
No.
Yeah, well done.
Well, at that time, it wasn't as
Needed.
strict as it
Yeah,
is
yeah.
now. So, yeah. Probably shouldn't have mentioned the name of school.
Yeah. And the school name was...
And how
So how long
was,
did that
did you
last?
enjoy... I mean,
few
I'm not a
years.
huge fan of Bangkok as a whole, but I'm not a huge fan of any cities. What was it like for you as an 18-year-old? Obviously, but you obviously had the
Post
the
Hong Kong.
and yeah.
I hated it.
Yeah, I can
Right.
imagine.
With every fiber of
My
my
being.
being for 2 years. The first 2 years, hated it. Walking down the street with my dad, we'd get looks. Just walking down the street in general, we'd get like these old men just calling out to you in Thai, like random numbers or, where are you going? And I would stop at an 8, and I was angry 18 too. So I would stop and walk up to them and just challenge them, be like, excuse me, you want to say that again in my language? It's like, they'd just be like,
Which one of your parents is Thai?
Mum.
Mum, okay.
Yeah.
So when you say you were getting looks, what kind of... Was it the...
Yeah, it was sort of the old man, young Thai.
Yeah.
It was my dad, so yeah.
And then you would then... But you were speaking Thai, because your mum obviously grew up speaking Thai to
I-
you.
But then are they not looking at you as being Thai? Is that the issue?
No, they were looking at me as, I looked more Thai when I was younger than I do now. I don't know what it is. But yeah, they were looking at my dad as if he was a dirty old man and I was
Oh, right.
a
Yeah.
young
Okay. Yeah,
Thai.
gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay. That sort of thing.
that sort of thing.
Gotcha.
But it got better. After that, after 2 years, I started to meet people because at 18, I knew no one.
Yeah.
0 people. I didn't know how to meet people as well at the time. I wasn't as outgoing or brave as I am now.
And it's not like we had Facebook at the time to sort of,
Exactly. So I just, I hated it for ages. When I started to meet people, though, I started to go out and I did fall in love with it eventually. And I was there for ages, like 18, 20 years.
And what did you do for 18 and 20 years?
Lots of stuff.
Just before we get into that, from a cultural perspective, going from Hong Kong to Bangkok, what else did you, was it just the way that people treated you, or was it from a, because I moved to Singapore from Hong Kong, and I hated Singapore at the time because of it, because Hong Kong was just vibrant, it was free, it was edgy, it was cool.
Yeah.
Did you have the same sort of,
Yeah.
it was from all right, but did you have the same sort of thing in Bangkok?
It was a culture shock coming here because it was so much bigger. Transport was shit, public transport and all that. I didn't know where to go, what to do. Yeah, it was hard. It was tough. But,
I want to know more about your jobs.
My jobs. Okay, what do I do? So, kindergarten teacher, casting agent. I opened a casting agent at one point.
You opened a business? Mm-hmm. Cool. What made you do that?
Because my family was in the film production, and they were outsourcing talent from other agencies and stuff. We decided to open one and connect it to the company.
Keep it in-house?
Yeah.
Keep it in the family?
Was that just not a real business? Was that just for you trying to meet guys? So were you just casting hot guys to come and
sit on my sofa and show
exactly.
me what you got?
Yeah.
That's what, actually, you know what? I dealt with a lot of very good-looking people, and my friends always used to ask me, "How do you do that?" And I was like, "Sit down with me for 5 minutes, and you'll know." Stupid.
Don't call Russell stupid. That's very nice, is it?
No, not all of them.
But still,
that's
no
not fair.
artistry stuff.
But yeah.
You still haven't even mentioned. So this passion for art and the artist hasn't kicked in yet.
No, because I didn't really know how I was going to do this. I just
Like
thought
make money out of it.
Yeah, I didn't know how I was going to make money. I just all I could think was I was going to paint and have exhibitions eventually, if and then sell artwork. I didn't think about commissions and all the stuff I'm doing now.
Yeah.
That didn't start until a couple of years ago, just before I moved here.
So even
years
at the
more than
time, so you're doing these other jobs, but your passion on the side is to do all this artwork. But you're not have a friend and do a painting for them, or did nothing.
No.
So everything you did was just your own sort of doodles and
on the
what
side.
have you.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
You must have had a really big fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fridge.
Yeah.
With your
Why?
painting stuck on it.
That's where I put all my kids' paintings, on the fridge. You'd know that if you were a kindergarten teacher.
God,
I think it's all a lie. Well, let's move
Straight
forward
in the
then,
bin.
because obviously this whole Bangkok thing.
Oh my
But
God.
so what brought you to? Why did you end up coming to Phuket?
I got sick of Bangkok. Yeah.
That was it?
It got to a point where I got sick of looking at concrete. I got sick of the heat and the traffic and the annoying mentality of I have this, I'm better than you.
And you came to Phuket.
And I just was like, you know what? Screw this. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Had you been to Phuket before?
On holiday.
So that explains that. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you with your current partner at the time?
When we moved, yeah.
So you both were. So you met in Bangkok.
Mm-hmm.
And how was
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. How did that happen?
Yeah, how'd that meeting go?
How drunk were you?
Yeah, exactly. And how drunk
Very.
was he?
Well, there's in a bar. So he was running a
Yeah.
bar. He was running the
Course he
bar,
was.
and I met him in the bar. Yeah.
And that's okay. You're.
So
Yeah.
how did,
Yeah.
No, we're not going to gloss over this. Tell us about that
Maybe
first
Kat
meet.
wants to gloss over it.
No, we are not glossing over this. There's a story here.
Oh no, it was a business meeting.
Of course it was.
a business meeting. I was doing something, and I asked him if he was interested, and yeah, that was
another
it.
And he said
casting
yes,
couch.
thinking about something else.
Yeah.
It's a little bit complicated because I was engaged at the time. So.
There was a story in here.
Right.
Right then.
This is where it all comes
But
out.
yeah,
Do you feel bad?
Not really, no.
Just don't give
No,
a
I
shit.
found out a lot of stuff afterwards, so I don't feel bad at all. No.
So after you were semi-thinking about cheating, you found out stuff afterwards which makes your cheating seem okay, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, that's good.
Right.
I love how women
Did
work.
Neil know you were engaged at the time? I mean, not that it matters, but
No.
Kat's looking a lot more nervous than
Yeah,
she
you
was when she walked in, I tell you. I think
sweating, bless
yeah,
her.
we found the
Everybody
point.
knows the story, but yeah.
Okay, so you ended up getting with a beautiful young man, heart of gold.
And then cheated on him for Neil.
And then
I
decided...
was deeply unhappy at the time.
Okay.
What,
Yeah.
with Neil?
No,
Oh.
when I met Neil, I was deeply unhappy.
You was
at the
unhappy
time.
when you met him?
When before,
Because that's a terrible first
At the
impression. I mean, yeah, I wasn't that.
It got better.
First date, yeah, not that sure. It's okay, but I was
deeply unhappy.
deeply unhappy on that. But, I mean, it was like
So-
it was possibly
Yeah.
the cavernist.
So I kind of felt the only way was up. I'll
Yeah.
stay.
So that's it. I would never have done anything like that if I wasn't.
Yeah.
I self-sabotaged, basically. is
No, I
what
understand.
Yeah, fair enough.
did. Yeah.
I'm
So-
assuming, was Neil free, single, and willing at the time?
Yes.
No, he was married with 18 kids
Yes.
No.
who are now living on the streets, starving in
Yeah.
Cambodia with no
I
shoes.
threw him
How long
out.
were you, so in Bangkok, so how long have you been together in total then? Ballpark.
7
7-ish years?
Oh,
years.
the 7-year itch. Wow.
Yeah, how long were you engaged for last time?
Yeah. No. Too
No,
long.
don't be nasty. I'm super
It was just-
supportive of them.
she
No
spanked
wonder
me.
they don't want you to be your celebrant. Imagine you up there. You could get married, but last time she was getting married, she went off with some other dude. In fact, he's here now.
That's the sort of thing I would say.
Anyone want to meet up with her? Anybody? Anybody in the crowd?
Oh
it's all right,
my
there's no one here. 'cause
Anyone
you
got
can't
any
fly
objections?
in.
Actually, let's not ask that because I'm sure there's a few.
Hey, me.
So, you came down with Neil from
Yeah.
Bangkok.
Yes.
With any work at all, or was it Neil that was supporting you? Not in that one. I didn't mean
Any
things like
work?
that. But
Did we have any work lined up? I
So
can't
sorry, but
remember. I don't.
He was running a bar.
I don't think we actually had anything really lined up. We just thought we'd come down and just go for it.
And was this largely driven by you, like, I'm fed up with Bangkok, let's fuck off? Or was he feeling the
No,
same?
we were
or-
both the same kind of. We wanted, because I've always wanted to live on an island, and that was and I thought, start
hold
somewhere.
on, you was in Hong Kong.
No, I like a tropical paradise.
Hold on, you was in
type of
Singapore.
island, you know,
Yes, a
with
concrete
beaches
paradise.
and,
Right, okay.
and you know, jungle and stuff. But I figured going from being big city all my life, it would be a bit hard if I went to a little island. I thought I'd start with Phuket. We thought we'd start with Phuket and then try and get smaller.
I can think of bigger islands than Phuket. If we was having an island competition,
Australia.
Like developed.
Yeah, that's a big one.
No, like developed.
Yeah.
So not straight to
Not like the Koh Tao or something.
Greenland's
Yeah.
pretty big as an
you
island,
know.
I
Oh
think.
my god.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
I don't know what the point. I don't know why I bother.
I don't know what, well, we've had to don't because I haven't ripped you apart for the 18 times we've been trying to get you on the podcast and it all keeps going wrong.
Yeah, well, first it was his fault.
Yeah.
It was not my
It
fault.
was,
I
she
didn't-
was
Yes, it
Bangkok.
was, Russell.
Yeah, but that didn't stop you doing the pod alone with her, having an
girls
affair
blouse.
pod like you often do.
I had one affair. Right? And
Just
you
the
keep
one.
bringing it
Just
up.
the one.
You're like a woman.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just one lousy affair. And
Ju-
it was a beautiful podcast because it was
Just out of
wasn't
interest.
promoting cancer. That's a terrible thing.
That's a
It
really
was
bad way of putting
It
it.
wasn't promoting
cancer.
cancer. It was to make awareness of people who are suffering and going through terrible times. And you sit there and you throw it at me all the time.
Is one affair, is that allowed? Is that okay?
Podcast wise, yeah, sure.
He was,
I like the way you clarified that.
he was banging cock somewhere else. Noise me.
I was in Bangkok.
And you're having a bad time in Bangkok as well.
Yeah, let's not go there.
No.
Anyway, moving swiftly back onto
Yeah,
you.
back to you. So you both came down here without a care in the world.
No.
Young, free, and but not single.
Drove down in a Honda Brio, all the belongings.
In a what? Sorry.
Honda Brio.
It's about
What's
the
a
size of that
Honda
It's
coffee
like
table.
a hatchback little monster. And
Oh,
then
Brio.
Yeah.
What did you say, Bria?
Brio.
Oh,
I
thought you
said Brio.
She said Brio. It just
Don't
stop
look at
looking
you.
at your
Why
tits.
did you look down then?
I'm checking the microphone's working. It hasn't
That's
been-
my excuse.
It hasn't
I'm just
been
checking the
buried.
microphone.
Please stop looking at cat's tits.
I'm not. I'm just
my
checking the
God.
microphone's in the right place.
No, I know, but it's really sexist.
I'm still working.
Disgusting. You're going to get complaints. Going to
Yeah.
get Me Too's all up in you.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
I
Hashtag
should be
me
so
too.
lucky.
But they're very happy to have a ladies' night with free drinks, aren't
Yeah,
they?
exactly.
Absolutely, yeah.
Let's not go there.
Yeah, no, let's not go there at all.
Hey, you got. Don't even start with me because I'm not going to talk about
Talk about what?
Me too.
it. Me Too. Especially if you're disagreeing.
I'm not
No, I
disagreeing
don't
with that.
disagree-
Just
I don't disagree with it, but I just
equality
think
is one thing.
Yeah.
Inequality is another.
Right.
So if you can have a ladies'
Oh,
night,
look, she's. Do
and
you
you
know
get
what?
free
Her whole
drinks.
body language has
How the fuck is that
changed
fair?
completely now.
because why are you doing that? Because you're doing that to get all the guys to come in the bar and buy drinks and spend money.
Oh no, I don't. Hey, I'm with you. Equality both ways.
You hear that, Neil? She's with me.
Equality both ways. I don't give a shit.
I'm with you on that.
But
one.
why are you with here? That's what I was saying.
Right.
Can we
Okay.
stop? She said she was with me. Can we just stop the podcast now? I'm
I can
good.
edit all that, don't worry, mate. We'll have that. It just, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
No, I agree with some. I agree with some parts of the hashtag
Right.
Me Too movement. However, to me, it's a little bit the hashtag Me Too and feminism as a whole and veganism as a whole.
Veganism.
The whole thing gets taken to extreme
and
by people, which
absolutely.
then dilutes the actual message
Impact
that
of it.
people are trying to get out.
I agree.
And that's what pisses me off.
And I think you could
Some of my least favorite people on this planet are those hardcore feminists that think they're fighting for the right cause when they actually are making it
Fucking
worse.
up.
Exactly.
And I want to smack them in the face with a chair.
Yeah.
And that's
As
the same.
do I, but
and that's the
then
same
you-
with veganism
Yeah.
and with the hashtag Me Too thing.
Absolutely.
I think you could quite easily argue it's the same with anything remotely political. Everyone's
religious
polarized.
as well, I'd
Everyone
say.
is
Everyone's polarized.
Yeah.
If you believe this and I believe this, then we're going to hate each other for life.
Although sometimes polarised is good because if you're out in the sunshine, if you don't have polarised, it hurts your eyes.
That's true, and it's good for things like weddings because you get the picture straight away.
That's a good one, yeah.
Yeah.
I like those
Oh
ones.
my God.
We might have digressed. So you've come down here in
Yeah.
your little Honda hatchback
That's
Brio.
Brio.
scrubber.
Free scrubber.
And
My
thought-
little green monster.
Yeah.
Do you
I
speak
love
Welsh?
it. No.
Okay, just checking.
Does Neil?
Dad did.
Dad
No.
did.
My dad did, but yeah. not
Neil
me.
doesn't. Neil's not from Wales.
I know he's not from Wales, but I mean, he's
Doesn't
really.
he? He barely speaks
I was
English.
going to say, but that was the point.
For Christ's sake. Oh, we shouldn't knock him. I actually really like him.
I would say we should
He's
get him
got
on the
us-
pod, but no one will understand it.
No. And he's got us drunk once. Before.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
He got me drunk.
He got us totally fucking obliterated.
That's
Yeah.
his job.
It was his job.
He's an
Yeah.
intoxicologist, you know.
So
Toxicologist.
you,
I like that.
you came down about 4 years ago. Now, I'm just thinking that must have been very close to... Because then I met you when you, Russell, I'm pointing at. So I met Kat, who I'm pointing at, when Russell took me to Drinks &
Drinks
Co.
and Co.
Right.
So was that Neil's first... Because you weren't working there, were you? Or you were?
I just for a
ish?
She
little
was a
bit.
hot chick sitting
I was
outside
working
getting the guys to
there
And
come
you
in.
for
were.
a
You would
couple
sit
months.
outside in your...
Yeah. We all remember that.
In your lumberjack red top.
With your boobs hanging out,
Oh,
cruising the
And
guys, getting us all to come in
Russell said to me,
under
check
false
out the hot
pretenses.
chick that we see when we first get there. And we walked in and went, yeah, she's all right. She's all right.
But after a few tequilas,
Ah, she's stunning.
yeah,
Oh my God, no. I worked there for a little bit. That's why I was there.
yeah.
Because I did work there for a bit.
Yeah.
Because they needed staff. And I covered,
The hot chick role. We're being
a
nice to
couple
you.
of people.
Yeah.
So.
But you was working. What was that like working with Neil and living
Well,
with
I've
Neil?
done it.
And
I've done it before in Bangkok, and we make a good team when it comes to
Drinking.
like high pressure serving situations. So we've done like events where the two of us can deal with a lot of people very efficiently together, whereas like another person comes in and screws the whole thing up. So
Right.
yeah. So if he does desperately need someone, I will help him out every now and then.
Do you find that you work well as a team in pockets, or is it something that like we'll get onto the Vietnam thing in a minute, but in terms of working together full time, is that you okay with that, or would you rather sort of stem away from it, or?
No, because what we do is so different that I wouldn't want,
Yeah.
because working full time wouldn't be possible. So
Yeah.
no.
so you came to the land of opportunities, which we do call Phuket. And so this is where I'm guessing that
Yes.
artistry started to blossom.
Right. So so I just started offering my services to hotels, bars, that
To do
sort of
what?
stuff.
Murals?
Anything they needed. So mostly I started with
Because just painting the wall white isn't. I mean,
chalk. No, there had to be artwork of
Okay.
some kind. So blackboards, sort of menu
Oh, hold on,
illustrations.
right. Let's start.
Menu illustrations.
Oh, menu. Just paint the
murals.
blackboard. I reckon I can do that.
No, not the blackboard.
Honestly, I'll go to Thai What To Do. Other What To Do's are available. Get a little pot of matte black paint.
Right.
Blackboard.
Bosh.
Okay, yeah, and then
also, I
then
think
I
you
would
have to
do
call
the
it
stuff on top.
I think you have to call it a chalkboard, not a blackboard.
But chalk is white, so
And I didn't use chalk generally.
So what would you paint on the chalkboard?
Menus, promotions, pictures of food, whatever.
Did
they
you
wanted.
enjoy that kind of stuff? I know that's where sometimes, because for example, doing marketing work or audio work, whatever, sometimes you have to do things which aren't your passion.
Yeah.
So
Like
I'm just
painting a
looking at
burger.
you, painting a burger on a menu and then writing 299 plus. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
So just to clarify, you don't want to do the promotion for Glastonbury 2020.
Oh yeah, Russell, I saw that hashtag last. Sorry, I've just launched.
Oh, burger. Yeah, it's back.
I do Phuket Best Burger.
Yes.
So we decided to bring it back in November, which I'm
Nice.
still
Oh, really?
very nervous
But
about
it's all
doing.
over the place.
No, I know it's all over the place. That's my job, is to get it all over the place. The problem is I've then got to run it and organise it and do it. But yeah, I forgot we was going to call it Glastonburger. Russell thought it was. I got a text message from Russell about, I don't know, 3-4 months ago.
Glastonburger.
Got a great idea for you. Let's change Phuket's Best Burger to Glastonburger. It'd be great. I'm like, okay.
Bubble.
Yeah.
I was so excited for him. I thought he'd love it.
I think we
Okay.
might.
I want a fest. It's not a burger. It's a festival. I'm like, well,
Well, I'm gonna. I am
It's a
gonna
cool
try to
event.
get more
it's got
music
exactly.
stuff going on this year, if I can, to make it more of a fact. And then maybe next year it will call
No, too late.
Glastonburger
Fuck off.
2021.
I tried.
Hello.
Tried to help you.
So
it was
the
a great
men.
event last year. I mean, it
Thank you.
was awesome.
Thank you very much.
Did you drink?
Huge.
It was huge.
Yeah.
Back to your painting menus. What was the worst thing you've had to? You don't have to mention the place or the but what's the worst thing you've done from an artist's point of view? Someone said, "Oh, can you go and do this for me? And this is what I want, like a frog sat on a leaf or something." I don't know why that's bad, but some people might like frogs.
And leaves.
Oh God, specifically, I can't.
I mean, don't have to mention names.
I can't remember. Like, it's just if there's a lot of writing, it annoys the hell out of me.
If there's Thai writing, it's even worse.
Oh,
to be honest
yeah.
with you.
Yeah. I think. No, I can't think of like anything that stands out.
Do
that's
most
worse.
people come to you with a specific, I need this, to say this, to have this, and do
Yeah.
this? Because I might like...
When it comes to that sort of thing, with blackboards and things like that, then yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The big hotels will, they'll want a certain thing as well, so they'll tell you where to go with that. Not many people, when it comes to commission stuff like murals, you don't get much freedom at all.
Okay, well, that's kind of what I was getting at.
Yeah.
Because obviously you did a great job for my place.
Thank
No,
you.
seriously.
Which
it's
place is that, Russell?
my Canine Point Academy. I'm not sure if you've heard about the place.
No,
but
where's that?
Well, if you go to caninepointacademy.com, all the details are there. We're just up in Bandung. We do
right.
boarding, training, we've got daycare,
And there's a beach club now.
and an amazing beach club.
Cat just ruined our whole advert then. Just jumped in. We
sorry.
had a whole pitch ready to go. I was the beach club guy. I come in at the end and say, "Don't you have a beach club
I
now?"
don't know that. I don't know any script.
Well, you do now.
God.
So,
Okay.
But anyway, because I basically said to you, there's a white wall, paint it.
Yeah.
So all I did was
Well,
say, I want...
I want
had-
these dogs.
Yeah,
Actually,
I
no,
had
let
these-
me.
Yeah.
So you did. What's the word? A commission cat.
I commissioned
to
a cat
do
to paint my wall.
a mural for your indoor training room.
Correct. And if you remember...
Hold on. I remember everything. But what did you say to her? Here's the wall, paint it. Or did you say, here's the... All right, so let me... Kat, what did Russell say to you?
I basically said that, and the only real guidance I gave, I had pictures of Kay, Shadow, and Fudge on the wall.
Right.
And I said, I want these 3 dogs on the
And
wall.
then he kept adding a dog.
And yeah.
Every time I sent him a design, he kept adding another dog.
Yeah.
And then adding another dog. I was like, Russell,
Yeah, at some point.
I need all the dogs right now.
To be fair, Sasha passed away in the middle of this, so yeah.
Oh, in the middle.
No, it's not your fault.
She was just
think it
she
was
was
my
sat there and you painted her. You just painted on top of her. The poor dog's like that now in the wall going, I'm still here.
Oh, no.
I'm still here.
Sasha passed
I don't know
away
why
in
I put my
the
paws
middle. I
up,
didn't know that.
which is why she got added.
Oh.
Yeah, well done, Kat.
Yeah.
Good memories.
But you did a
Brilliant.
great job. But no, to be fair, it looks
But
amazing.
in all fairness, so he kind of did give you a little bit of free range. But when you said, when you did that mural, how did it go about? Did you design it first on a bit of paper and sketching it out, thinking about it, or you just kind of just going in there and throwing paint on the wall?
No, I do it on a computer now, whereas before I used to do it on paper, but now I do it on so I take a photo of the wall I'm going to paint and I draw directly on the wall.
Right. Okay.
On the photo.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I can see what it looks like and he can see what it looks like.
Right.
And and that was
And
it.
and that was, for me, and I guess would be for all kinds, is really amazing. Because if you just send a picture of it, fine, but how is that going to look on the wall?
Yeah,
And when I got
exactly.
that back, I was like, wow, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So,
How much freedom do you like to have?
Well, for you, I don't know. I mean, I would like total freedom. That would be great. But I'd like you also to have, to know what the
Yeah.
client wants. And, if they can help me, especially if they have a specific idea, but they don't know how to tell.
yeah, like other dogs to add.
It's like, it's very difficult for people to explain what they want. And that's difficult for me because then I'll come up with designs and they'll go, no. And I'm like, well, you've given me no guidance. Like, I need something from you.
So here's a live case in point.
Yeah.
My next commission for her is to do my beach club wall.
Yeah.
So, and again, so what do you want on that? Dogs
Like, no
swimming and
idea.
running?
I don't know.
Go fish, right? I mean, that's what I want.
No, you want a dog sat on one of those big
With a pina
lifeguard
colada.
towers with a penis
yes.
enlarger, right? Looking like David Hasselhoff on the lifeguard thing. Then you have another sexy dog
Running.
slowly. I don't know how you do that in a painting, but I want that dog running slowly.
Running.
Yeah.
All right,
Running slowly.
with obviously
8 boobs bouncing.
8 boobies. So she's just had some puppies.
boobies?
So she's all the boobies are bouncing, and then you have the token one that hasn't got big boobies, because you always have to have one of those. That was in Baywatch. That was Summer in Baywatch. That's why I fell in with Summer, because she had big boobies.
Right.
Talking of boobies. Anyway, so can you do that for Russell?
Yeah, well, it might be a problem.
Yeah, I've got a couple of
With the
teething
slow
issues with
running.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Slow
That's what I was
running.
going for.
How do you get your work?
Oh,
Through various podcasts like us.
that's a good question. How do I get my work? Usually it's
Word of
just
mouth.
people finding me, word of mouth. Because when I first moved to Phuket, I knew a lot of people in the hotel industry. So as soon as one person got something, they'd sort of pass it on to other people. And
So what
Let
kind
them know.
of, is there any murals that we might have seen that you did that we didn't know that you did?
Head Start. I
There's
did
one at
in
Canine
Head
Point
Start
Academy.
school.
Canine Point Academy? What's
Yeah.
that, Russ?
It's on a Canine Point. There's a few hotels.
No, hold on, Head Start. What did you do at Head Start?
I did a mural in their cafe there. It says,
I was going to say teachers beating kids with rulers.
oh my gosh.
Oh, if you're listening from Head Start, I do apologise. I do apologise so badly.
I had
If that
nothing to
was a
do with this,
staff room,
guys.
that would
I had
be
nothing
so
to do
cool.
with this. It was one of my favorites.
Even I feel bad. about saying that.
Oh my
Terrible.
God. It says, be the change.
Be the change.
Yeah.
Was that your words or their words?
Their words, but my design.
You're artistic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was the thought process with that design? How does your thought process go? So they're saying to you, right, we'd like you to come and we want a mural. Well, actually, we don't want a mural. We just want some words
Right.
graffitied on our wall.
Right.
So that's what they basically said. We want a mural.
Well,
but we
no,
just-
Anissa came to me from Head Start and
probably
she said,
don't give too many names, because
Sorry.
I was quite rude about Head Start. Just
Anyway, yeah, so someone from Head Start came to me and asked they wanted Be the Change on the wall, and they'd seen something else I'd done, and they said they liked that.
what was that?
And so it was a sort of jungle, like foliage and coral and stuff like that. And it was just a
Jungle
line.
and coral. Wow.
Yeah.
You've got your environments mixed up there.
I love it. And it was just line drawings, and so the word was sort of a negative. The words were negative,
Yeah,
and it's
okay.
surrounded by it. Yeah. Okay. And I said, yeah, I can do that for you. And she just let me do it. So I just drew on the wall.
Sweet.
Have you been to the new gallery at Blue Tree? You probably haven't. You go and check out the new gallery
I
at Blue Tree.
haven't, because it wasn't open the last time I
Okay.
went there. But it's up the
Seriously,
top.
It's halfway down. It's very difficult to describe where it is,
Right.
but it's in the middle of it. But it's called Living Art. It is amazing.
Oh,
And I'm
cool.
not into art and stuff, but
yeah.
I walked in there and I took my daughter Zahara, who loves art.
Yeah.
We walked in there and she was fascinated by it. And there was this really cool kind of, it was an image of I think it's a Thai tribal lady, but looks very almost African tribal look. But then the hair is a shell from the sea. And it's all kind of, so they're kind of bringing in the sea
Oh, yeah.
and tribal. It's very cool. And then they've got the
Like it.
lighting that makes the floor move, so it looks like you're walking on water. It's very cool.
Gotta
Very
go
cool.
check
Go and
that
check it
out
out.
then.
And have you got a dog?
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
Because if you had,
So we've done
Two
his.
cats.
Don't like cats.
I had a lady come in the other day, just as a segue, to ask if I could train. Not only could I help train her cat, but could she leave it with me for boarding, because it acts like a dog. It is a dog. It behaves like a dog.
And you said,
I said, sure, fuck it, why not? What's the worst that could happen?
get eaten by one of your bigger dogs.
Yeah.
To be fair, it's a serval, which if you look at,
It's a what?
A serval.
Serval.
Yeah, it's a wild cat.
That's
yeah.
a wild cat.
Yeah, which they're quite big.
Yeah.
So to be fair, if it was one-on-one with Fiji, my money's on the cat.
Fiji.
Fiji would be like,
softy.
All big dogs are scared of cats, no matter their size.
So we've done the Head Start mural. You've done the mural at Canine Point Academy. A few hotels you've done. What was this? The one you've just finished on the scaffolding, where you said you were
Yeah.
scared of scaffolding. How did that come about?
That
and who
was-
are they?
because
as
it looked
well?
pretty big, that.
Yeah, it is. it's a whole
Did you
building.
get a hard hat?
It just finished yesterday.
Did you wear a hard hat? Of course
They're
you didn't.
opening today, but it's an online marketing company.
Boo. Sorry, do you want to
So
promote them?
what did you paint for them?
I painted their outside. They wanted some
The
stuff
internet.
On the both sides, 2 walls on the outside, and then a few things inside.
Did
so.
they give you because okay? So on the outside, the picture I've seen looks like almost like 3D triangles.
Yeah.
And then they've got the internet search bar as because they're trying to say they're an internet company, and then it says whatever it says.
I
at the
didn't
top.
design any of those.
You didn't design any of that.
No.
Okay. Did you choose the
I
colours?
just painted. I did choose. Well, I chose the paint colors because I was trying to match their website colors.
Okay.
Right.
So I chose the colors for the entire building.
And is that a new company or is that an existing
No,
company?
they've been there a while. I think they just bought the building because they've been expanding. They just bought the building down in Rawai
Okay.
and wanted it done up.
So how was that going up? Because you was up on the scaffolding.
It's terrifying.
Is that one of the largest projects you've done?
Yes.
Yeah, because it looked pretty huge.
It was the highest I've ever been doing
well,
that.
Whatever.
well.
Come on, the amount of heroin you've done in your life.
Oh my God.
Oh, sorry.
Never.
Never?
Yeah.
Sorry. Just the methamphetamines.
Just the meth, never heroin.
Never heroin.
Never injected anyway.
Yeah,
And you'd never see it because it's
Yeah.
under the toenails.
Oh God.
That's where models do it, by the way. Just so you know.
Oh. No.
Needles, just
no. I was terrified. I discovered a limit during that project because I can be quite.
6 beers and then
I
that's
like
too
things
much
to
to
be
go up with.
perfect, and I don't like it if I make mistakes or anything like that. And that when you're at that height, you don't care.
So,
It's too much.
Here's
It's too much input, and you
how
get
high
like,
were you?
ooh,
There's a good few floors, right?
3 stories.
Yeah.
It was
So,
3 stories
because the war you did for me, right? And I was, whenever I was there and watching, like you do something, you step back and have a look, and you go back and do
Exactly.
something, you step back and have a look.
Exactly.
You can't really do that when you're
No.
3 stories up on scaffolding.
No.
I can
Unless
think
you've got a rope and a swing and you can
Yeah.
kind of push yourself up.
Yeah, that would be.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of Bruce Willis Die Hard style. Just push out.
It's okay.
Looks great. Here we go again.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
If I had the guts. In my 20s, I probably would have been okay with doing that. But now, it was like my knees would shake. Like, I'd be walking slowly across the scaffolding, just, oh my
And
God.
are you rollering or you brushing? What's that? Because that's a big building to paint.
Rollering. Well, I didn't paint the background.
Right.
Okay, because like the triangles, for example, while I mapped them out, I got 2 guys to climb
So
up
you
bamboo scaffolding to do that.
Right. Okay.
And then
So
I
what did you
painted
do?
everything on top.
What, the
Right,
white
gotcha.
bit, the search
So
bar?
the
That's all you
words,
painted?
and
A
then
white triangle.
the other
A
side
white
there were
one.
fish,
Oh, I didn't see the
which
fish.
you didn't see the other side, but I'll show you the other side.
Why didn't you put the picture of the fish up?
I did on Instagram.
Oh, I didn't look at your Instagramming. Are you doing personal work as well?
Yes.
Because you have your website, which I believe is www.catjonesart.com.
Art.com. Yes. Yes, I do. I do a lot. I'm always doing something on my own, unless I'm like super, super busy and I don't have time and I get tired at the end of the day, because it's a really physical work when you're painting murals. People don't understand that. They think it's quite easy, but it's not. Like, I'm in so much pain right now.
Just being interviewed by us.
Just
well, that's
climbing
fair.
up and down and bending, and it's like working out all day.
Yeah.
And you don't realize it until you get home and you just can't move anymore.
Also, I mean, again, just, you're standing there on a chair or something, you're looking up
Yeah.
and you're painting up, and that's got to.
Yeah. Like, I've had a crick in my back for now like a month. I don't even
When she rocked
know
up
how
to
to
my
get rid of
place,
it.
I think because you were going to come one day and said, I'll come the next day instead. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
if I know what. And she turns up and she's sort of walking like this. Which I know you can't see if you're listening to the podcast in black and white, but she's just like, it was brilliant.
Batman.
Couldn't turn her head at all.
Apart from Canine Point Academy's mural,
Have we mentioned that?
a couple of times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did I mention my beach club?
Have you got a beach club?
I do.
So,
I'm not saying anything now.
which, apart from Canine Point Academy,
Yeah.
which is your favourite mural on the island
I like what you did
that
there.
you've done?
Oh, yeah, I'd have to say Head Start is one. And I had one of my favorites is also at a Pullman hotel.
Which Pullman?
I think it's
Night
Night On.
Yeah.
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 What did you do up
It's the
there?
only Pullman, isn't it?
No, there's one down south as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they got me doing like a corridor where it was just black illustrative sort of outline drawings with some sort of black and red. And I enjoy doing that. It's sort of my style kind
You
of
haven't, I don't think that's orderly come across how good it is. I think it's probably quite difficult to...
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
know.
In terms of the things that you like to do, what would be your sort of ideal?
Well,
or does it not matter?
I like nature sort of stuff. So I like doing
Trees and shit.
trees and coral and
Okay.
that kind of thing. Yeah.
Sweet.
Jungle.
Which is cool because we are on an island. So
Yeah. I was very inspired by all that when I moved here because I do live in the jungle as well. I'm constantly surrounded by it, and it's
Have you been to the little coffee shop
Yeah.
that's down opposite you?
simplyism.
It's really cool,
It's
huh?
so awesome.
I only discovered it about a month ago.
Yeah.
And it is just this random coffee shop in the middle of
cute.
nowhere.
Yeah, it's like a spa next door.
Yeah.
Where's
and
this?
it's
And my
narrow that down for me.
near the
Katoof
waterfall.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Gotcha.
Yeah.
There's this little coffee, and it's brilliant.
I
Coffee's
saw a
lovely.
hummingbird there for the first time in my
No way.
life.
Really?
It was this big.
Come to my garden, I've got hummingbirds all the time.
Really? I've
Yeah.
never seen one
Yeah,
before.
Hummingbirds, yeah.
I thought it was a
And
bee.
kingfishers.
Yeah, they're teeny tiny, aren't they?
Yeah,
We get lots of
kingfishers.
kingfishers up
Yeah,
our
Yeah,
yeah,
we
lots
got
of-
loads of
All right.
kingfishers. Yeah.
Look at eagles, egrets.
Yeah, all that. Yeah.
Monitor lizards?
Cormorants, monitor lizards, snakes,
Very many kites, not eagles, but anyway.
Brian kites.
What's your favourite colour?
Pink.
Oh God.
Oh, cat. Sorry.
There's just too many.
No, there isn't.
If I'm going to pick one, I'd say turquoise probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
So blue.
No, turquoise is very
Turquoise.
different from blue. What's going to happen now? Because now that you're getting engaged, but
Yeah.
there's also your current
Although, to be
engagement
fair, we know,
person.
yeah.
Engagement,
It's not a
Your
given.
current engagement
your
person.
current engagement person, however you say that word, he's been
Fucking off to
Viet-
Vietnam.
Yeah, well, he's been in Vietnam for a little while, hasn't he? And he obviously came back, got stuck
Yeah.
with you
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
So that was lovely for you, I bet.
Yeah.
It was obviously drinking
No,
far
it's
too
good.
much
We
and
would've
then
got-
pop the
I think we
question.
both would have gone absolutely crazy if we were stuck separately, especially him.
So what's the plan? Because he's obviously he's got a great job in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Are you planning to go there?
Yes, we were supposed to be going right now, but
We're not.
we just can't.
Yeah.
Like, they're not letting anyone in, and I've been in moving mentality before they shut everything down. I thought, we had to start getting packed up and move it, and not getting work. And so I was just like, I've got to scrap that now and just concentrate on work and surviving during this time.
It must be hard because you're in that state of limbo. They could say at any minute, right,
Again,
come
it could
in,
just-
and then you've got to go, oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, going back to the artistry before we get on to Vietnam, because I will get to the reason I'm asking this question.
Mm-hmm.
When you're an artist on the island and you're doing a few murals, does it get to a point where the island gets saturated with your kind of style? So, for example, there's one
It's a
guy that
big
I know
island,
that
though.
does. I know it's a big island, but there's one guy that does very much kind of the spray paint stuff. And I'm
know.
seeing that everywhere I go now, and it's getting to the point where, and it brings me back to the music design that I was into a few years back, where bossa nova style, we were the first guys to do it, and then all of a sudden the whole world's doing it, so no one then, it saturates the market and then it becomes shit. Does that happen with kind of? I know the murals are slightly different because everyone puts it, but
Well,
if-
the difference between me and him is that he paints
shit.
his style and people get him to paint his style.
Yeah.
Whereas as a commission artist, I paint other people's style more
Okay.
often than what they want more often than what I want, So you don't see me on a lot of walls.
Yeah, I understand, I understand.
It's what they want.
So that gives you more opportunity. So you get more opportunities to get work because you're doing what they want
Yes.
and biting your lip and saying,
Yes.
"Yeah, I love that goat's
Yeah.
head on your wall.
Yeah.
Lovely."
And you don't have to necessarily tie yourself to Phuket. I mean, there's nothing stopping
No.
you going to do commissions in Bangkok or
No, not
or
at
anywhere
all.
really, right?
Right.
So,
Yeah.
have
Anyway, I
passport
can
will
go
travel
there.
if I was allowed to.
Yeah.
So, and I guess my reason for asking that question or thinking about it was going to Vietnam opens up your horizons to a whole new world of possibilities for your work.
Yes, as well, because especially planning to move to another island about the size of Phuket, and it's only
Phuket's
just
quite a big island, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And
Not
it's
as big
just
as Greenland,
starting to
so.
develop.
Australia.
So.
Yeah, Australia.
Oh God, Australia.
New Zealand's
I'd go to New Zealand.
Would you?
New Zealand, yes.
I'd move to New Zealand.
I'm not sure. Well,
and Australia.
oh fuck off! It's full of Aussies.
We don't.
I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
We're anti-Australia.
Have you
here.
been there?
Yeah.
Okay. And you
Well, look at
enjoyed
the way she looked at you. Went, yeah. And
I
then
thought it
you
was
really-
pretty.
look.
No?
You thought it was pretty.
Come on, it's so beautiful. It's all that coastline. You can just
Um,
walk. No?
Sharks, bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Do you, when you say you like forests and corals and nature's a big influence, but are
Yes.
you going out and trying to sit there and look at the forest and
Yeah.
going, I'm gonna, and doing yoga and shit in there and getting all meditation crap?
No, but I'm always looking at shapes and texture and colors and things that I see everywhere I go. So any new environment, if I see new plants and flora and stuff, I'm always taking pictures and
Right.
because it is inspiring. Nature itself, everything is there. The inspiration is there. You just got to go out and get it.
And when you paint, do you like to paint on canvas, or are you paper, or are you walls? What's your choice?
Anything really. Wood is one of my favorite things to paint on. Canvas can be annoying. I don't know why. It's just weird. It's annoying. I think there's limitations to it. But a lot of my stuff is ink and watercolor at the moment, so that's a lot of paperwork. Yeah. My personal stuff. Yeah.
Right.
So going back to the Vietnam thing, so you're excited and looking forward to it, and when do you think that will happen?
Oh,
No idea.
Whenever
February, maybe.
the
Yeah.
whole post-Chinese New Year seems to be the
Yeah.
feeling at the minute.
Yeah. That's so far. Those are the first flights that we've seen going in.
So what's
from
Neil doing at
Thailand.
the moment?
Working from home.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Online. Over the phone.
do you know who the Muppets are?
Yes, I saw that. Of course I know. I grew up with them. They're my heroes.
You hear that, Debbie? They're fucking heroes.
Is that a new question?
Yeah, absolutely.
We've got.
You have no idea how much that burned
Let's
me.
go old school and ask the
Jim
Earth
Henson.
question as well.
Jim Henson was one of my heroes growing up.
Oh, Henson's just phenomenal.
Yeah.
So
I believe he died in 1990 or 91. Long life.
early 90s.
Yeah.
So,
Loved him.
do you believe that the Earth is flat?
No,
Why?
because it's round.
Because she's drawn it in a circle.
Yeah. Technically, it's spherical, but
Because it's got lots of islands on it. You can see them.
Oh yeah.
what sort of things do you have? What,
Did you say technically it's what?
spherical?
Spherical.
It's a sphere.
Why would you? Yeah, I was going to say. Why don't you say sphere?
Because spherical sounded better at the time.
Does it?
Oh, Kermie.
Oh, Kermit.
Oh, Kermie, when do I get to sing?
Muppets.
Yeah.
Muppets.
Waldorf and Statler were the best. Two old boys on the
Freaking
balcony.
songs
Yeah,
they
I
used
knew
to
what
do.
thank
Do you
you.
No,
remember
just-
the
you didn't have
songs they used to do? They were brilliant.
Well, this is what got me with Debbie the other night. It's like, it was a musical.
Letter B and all this stuff.
Yeah. That was Sesame
Letter
Street.
B. It was like Beatles. They
Yeah.
were actual
Yeah,
Beatles. Yeah.
I know
Okay. Just
the Muppets.
checking.
I wasn't the one who doesn't know the Muppets.
The ones
Anyway.
that stand out, the Harry Belafonte one sticks out for me, as does the Star Wars one. Those ones are stuck in my head for life. Anywho, what sort of things do you have? Am I allowed to ask this now? Yes. What sort of things are on your bucket list?
Oh, bucket list.
Meet the Muppets,
Fun.
obviously.
Okay. How many things?
Whatever you want.
I mean, fuck,
Really?
we haven't got that long, but
Oh, okay.
I need to go for a pee.
Okay. One. Let's see. I want to visit all the ancient, ruins and civilizations.
All the ancient ruins. And in all civilizations.
All of them.
Jesus.
It's
Right.
going to take you some
I
time.
want to get a PhD in archaeology so I can be Dr. Jones.
Is that because you like the Aqua song?
There's two things. You don't need a PhD in archaeology. You just need a PhD. It doesn't matter what the subject
No, yeah,
is.
but archaeology, I love it.
Oh, okay, fair
It's
enough.
like
Okay, crack on.
I love it.
Oh,
so,
I'm disappointed that my Aqua song joke was
No,
just passed.
just passed over.
Yeah. For a very, very good reason.
I
Yeah.
don't give a shit what you want to do now.
Oh,
Tell us.
damn. Oh, Jay.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah.
So you're into
Dr. Jones.
archaeology? What's the word?
Archaeological.
Yeah.
I'm into,
You're into Indiana.
Ancient civilizations and stuff.
Which
Ancient
one?
history.
Ancient. Which civilization would you, if you could only pick one to go back and look at the artifacts? Which one or period would you go back to?
Take your time. Dead space on a podcast is
I
perfectly
don't.
fine.
I don't. There's loads.
Stop
I
looking at
don't
your
know,
boobs. The
I
microphone's
don't,
still there.
Mesopotamia area,
You might have to explain that.
Middle East.
I'm just...
No.
Am I wrong?
Egypt, obviously.
Yeah, she did have to explain it.
Yeah.
I was quite rude to Russell then on the podcast. I put my finger up at him and then I realised I had no idea what she was talking about.
Yeah, well.
The menstrual cycle is what you want to go back to.
That's right.
That's good,
Middle
'cause
East.
that comes in
Not-
with a
it's not a
period.
period,
You wanna go
yeah.
to. And then we all go rollerblading in the park and eat yogurt on the bench.
What am I doing here with you guys?
Yeah, pass.
don't know.
So
Don't worry, we're almost done.
time traveling
Okay.
to ancient civilizations.
Yeah.
And anything else?
And to, I don't know, to separate myself from human society and live a self-sufficient little
Oh,
life.
Neil's
Is Neil aware of this?
Neil's
Yeah, he's coming
Oh,
too.
with Neil,
He's
okay, so
coming too.
separate you
I bet
and
he'd
Neil.
love to be
Yeah.
self-sufficient, not drinking tequila.
Oh, no, we'll get some alcohol in. Make our own.
Make our own. Yeah,
Be brewing potatoes.
yeah,
That's
basically,
right.
yeah. Bit of
Agave.
moonshine in the jungle
Damn
somewhere.
right.
Yeah.
So just being self-sufficient.
Yeah. Getting away from
People.
this diseased, rotten society we live in.
I'm sorry about that.
Phuket's not that bad.
The hell?
Oh, no. Phuket's fantastic. I love Phuket. I love it. I love it so much. And I love where I live. And it's only given me good things. So, you know.
Give you us.
Yeah. There you go.
Do you know
On
what?
that note.
It's a great note to finish. Kat, thank you so much. We have been trying to get you for about 3 weeks or so now. So it's
But
really
sadly, she's
Sorry.
engaged, so.
Yeah, I know.
you know,
Well,
okay.
it didn't stop her last time. So.
good point, well made.
I was climbing up walls last time. So, you know.
Literally.
No, I mean not. I mean last week.
Fair enough.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Kat, thank you very much for being on the
Thank you
podcast.
so
You're
much.
amazing.
It's been
If you want to
awesome.
go and check out Kat's work, just is it
Art.
catjonesart.com?
Art.com.
Or check her
And
out.
that's cat with a K.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kat with a K.
Cat with a K, not cat with a meow.
Go and check her out because she's really, really cool. She's on Facebook as well and on Instagram. Go and check her out. And if you want some stuff, then I get 10%. Thank you.
Sweet.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Kat.
Thanks, guys.
sweetie.
Thanks, Russell. Bye.
Mind bending.
What's mind bending?
Tenet.
Welcome to the outro. That was Kat.
That was Kat.
She's still here, so be nice. Oh, she's put her fingers
To be
in
fair,
ears.
we weren't nice when she was here.
She
Well, I mean,
has
she
just,
still is here, but
She's just shown us some pictures, which she could have done during the podcast, of her murals that
which
she's
would have
painting.
made no difference to people
No,
listening.
but
to
we
be
could
fair.
have understood a little bit more about the amazing work that she does, and we
But
could have promoted her a bit
but
more.
I have personal experience
we
of
could
her
send
amazingness.
people to catjonesart.com with a K, not a C.
And I think we should do that anyway.
Okay, go to catjonesart with a K, not a C.
.com.
Yeah,
I mean,
baby.
don't add the.
Oh
with
yeah, the
K.
K. You can't put the com's not a K because that would be silly.
Correct.
That'd be very
That's
silly.
a C. This is going to get very confusing.
I know, I'm confused now. I like Kat. She's lovely, and she gets it. And
Are you off?
Are you going? You're just gonna walk. You can't walk off midway through the outro. You got to stay and listen now. We might say something bad. As you
Yeah.
walk off, we'll be slagging you off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's
So, by
it's
the
in your
way-
interest to stay where you are. To be fair,
It's only a 2-3 minute thing. But if you do want, you've personally,
I
go
have,
on,
so
why
I have
just
personal
bigger up.
experience. I have personal experience of using her services, if I can say that politely.
Yeah.
So no, to be fair, she is great. And like in terms of, and again, like we were saying on the pod, I had a vague idea of what I wanted, like images of these dogs, but otherwise crack on. And then she sent, I think, 2 or 3 different options. I mean, the same base picture, but with some different, like some color and some bits and pieces. And yet went with it, turned up, knocked it out.
She did what? Sorry.
Turned up and knocked it out.
All right, just good. She easy to work with?
Well,
Flexible?
I don't know. Well, no, she's not very flexible, to be fair.
Okay.
The day she arrived, she really could not turn her head left or right. She was very stiff.
I'm assuming the pricing is good.
Yeah.
So cheap.
She's very cheap. She's half decent. And she's nice to look at when she's working. No.
Oh my God, that is where you should say #MeToo. You need a she needs a microphone now. And I thought I was in trouble for saying what I said. You're in so much trouble, Russ.
Yeah, actually, you could say stuff like that.
You will get away
Yeah,
with it.
yeah, I
though,
know,
won't you?
yeah.
Right, we better
So,
finish this very quickly.
No, but no, jokes aside.
What do you mean jokes aside? You were serious.
No, I was serious about that. But jokes
Right.
aside, I love it. And so, and I had no expectations of what I was really getting.
She needs new trousers.
And she does. And it was great. And I'm, as I say, giving her free reign pretty much to do the next installment.
No, you're not. You
I
just
am.
sat there and you said you don't want any crap on you. I just
I
listened
just
to
said,
your
I don't- no, no.
conversation.
I just said, I don't want
you
any-
didn't give
I
her
d-
free range at all. Yeah, I understand.
I said you got free reign except no cartoon shit and nothing Jay said.
I
Outside
just
of
wanted
that,
David Hasselhoff the dog. That was all I wanted.
David Hasselhoff.
If you want to have your dog boarded,
Waterboarded.
Go see Russell at Canine Point. Now, if you're looking for somewhere to keep your dog overnight or for long stay or just for a weekend, if you want to get away, then go to caninepointacademy.com. Luxury Kennels. He also does dog training, and you've opened a new...
We've got a new beach club.
Wow.
I'm not sure if we mentioned this before.
No, I don't think
but
we
we
have.
do. It is a nice, fully secure location that you can just let your dogs off leash and have a run around. And they're not going to get lost or into trouble.
And people might...
and they can run around, or they can go for a swim if they want.
Do you know what we'll do? Is we'll play your radio advert at the end of this as well to talk about, just to showcase that.
I like the idea.
There you go.
Brilliant.
Thank you very much for listening.
Cheers,
Like
buddy.
us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and on Instagram, but the best place to go is...
PhuketPodcast.com.
Thanks, Russell.
You're welcome, buddy. Catch you soon.
Cheers, bye.
Bye.
Oh no, you've chewed my favourite shoes.
Get off the bed. Get out.
Patch, get out the bin now!
Oh my god. What have you done?
Does this sound familiar to you? Well, panic not. Help is very much at hand here at Canine Point. Whether you just want a bit more obedience from your dog or need some help with some issues, get in touch at caninepointacademy.com.
Swap family, get ready for Patong. Come to Swaptember Massive at Bar Funk on the notorious Bangla Road from 3 p.m. this Saturday. Phuket Swap Shop's mission is to take sustainable love and charity to places that really, really need it. By teaming up with Bar Funk and some other local favourites, they intend on reigniting a fire in Bangla's belly that has been slowly fading due to COVID. Damn you, COVID. Declutter your home, find out what you really need. Come along and swap your items. It's really that simple. With your swap love, money raised will be donated to the Sunshine Village Foundation and the Good Shepherd charity. Swaptember Massive, Saturday the 26th of September from 3 p.m. at Bar Funk Patong. Please make sure that your swap items are washed with no holes and no stains, so don't bring your skanky pants. For more information, go to Facebook and search Phuket Swap Shop Club. Now, back to the show.